Good evening, everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing good this evening. Let's see. Oh, looks like we got a few in the house. Well, tonight, it looks like it's just me. Andrew is at home with his wife. Apparently his wife is not feeling good. And I am looking for the mouse for this thing behind me. And I cannot find it. Uh-oh. Nope. Hey, there it is. See if we can make this thing a little bit bigger. Maybe? Oh no. There we go. That looks good. So tonight what we're going to do is we are going to unbox. I got it, a matter of fact, earlier today. And you know how hard it is not to crack open a box. It is the Elegoo Centauri Carbon, or Carbon. Pretty much it is the, what's the best way I'm putting it? It's not a knockoff, but it's a good competitor towards the Bamboo X1 carbine. So they say. And for the price, you cannot beat it. I paid, by the time I got it here, it was $336 with shipping. The only bummer was I had to wait. I picked it up on February 17th, I think. Whoop, I just messed up here. Wrong mouse. Set that mouse aside so I don't use that one again. Let's see, we have, Mr. Olson is in the house. Good evening, sir. Chuck, good evening. Yeah, well, I found the news relatively on short notice. So I had to rush and get everything set up. As you can see, we got a new, nice, clean tabletop. I'm loving it. Let's see if I can... let's see, over table. There we go. Look at that, nice and clean. I gotta throw down some clear tape when I go to glue, but I got a little something underneath. That's gonna drive me nuts. But nice clean surface to work on. And wrong front cam. There we go. Let's see. So who else is in the house? I do apologize. It is what it is. Hopefully the mic and everything's working. I see the video is awesome. Are we sounding good? Before I go any further, because I have been known to go quite a ways without any decent video or audio. All good. All right. Hey, thank you, Chuck. That works for me. So let me set some of this stuff out of my way. I don't want to lose my keyboard. Let's get this girl up on the table. Now the handles on this are, this is a little heavy. How's that for a box? Oh, okay. It weighs a lot more than the Flash Forward M5. That it does. As you can see, it's a little on the rough side. Let's see if I can get my camera hooked up here. And I apologize about not having everything ready. Oops. And I need my keyboard the moment I put it away. Oops. There we go. Just had to hook up my IV cam. And boy, this is, I wonder how heavy this thing is. What does it say? 45 pounds, and it feels every bit of 45 pounds. I'm going to do a quick change. There we go. Get into my Betty Ford hat. There. And I believe we're connected. Oh, we are. Hey, there we go. Give you an idea of the condition of the box. It's UPS, and I understand things happen. It's rough. It looks like they slid it, dropped it and slid it down something, because it's pretty gnarly. But the proof is in the pudding. Hopefully the box and the foam and the padding kept it safe. Okay, I'm going to set this camera down. Oh, I actually feel like I need a coffee. There we go. All right. Now, the easiest way into this, I am not 100% sure yet. We will find out as we go. Let's crack open this box. And I have a feeling I'm going to want to actually flip it upside down and open it from that side. And you'll see what I'm doing here. See if this is possible. I might not have enough room. I might have to put it on the floor. Nothing hidden in the bottom. This is always the challenging part. Feels good though. Well, I got something up on top. And there we go. We have the carbon. I don't think they intend you to unbox it quite that way, but it made it a lot easier to get it up on the table. Let's see what we got hidden on the top. And then on the top, we have our glass. Is it glass? It's glass. And move this out of the way. Well, so far, see, that was the damaged side. I don't see any damage on it. This is looking good. I am loving this. It's all black. Favorite color. Let's see. Paul, how are we doing this evening, sir? Right now what we're doing is we're unboxing an Elegoo. This is their new one. It's the Centauri Carbon. It's the equivalent or comparable, I guess, to the Bamboo X1. It doesn't have the AI, which is fine for me, because I've noticed, like on the Creality, the K1 Max, the AI is not really. I think it's just bragging rights. Rick, good evening, sir. Oh, I know I am. Dude, look what I mean. I'm happy. I can't be any happier. Because you guys know, besides trains, my other love is CNC. And I mean CNC. That could be anything from printers to lasers to routers. Even your 3D printer is a CNC. So if you have a 3D printer in your house, you actually have a CNC amongst you. Well, so far everything looks good. There's no damage on the case. Does the back look good? It's hard. Now let's see if we can get it out of its packaging. It is heavy though. I'm really surprised on how heavy it is, because compared to the FlashForge M5, this is a lot heavier. I bet you it's, I don't know, not quite half, but pretty dang close. Let's turn this girl around. And the back looks good too. Look at that. See which view this is. Oh, table cam. Oh, that's my phone. Little side view. They always put this tape on. This is good tape, or good tape. Where's my top? Over table. There we go. Let's dig into the top here. Ooh, now this, there's a box. This thing is actually packed extremely well. Set the box over here. And this holds the gantry in place. Oh, looks like you need a pair of snips. And of course, they're on my other desk. We'll just see if we can cut it with the knife. Yeah. Ah. Everyone's trying to be like Bamboo. Well, you know what? If you think about it, they did set the standards. And you know as well as I do, competition's good. I've heard a lot of good about this printer, and I've heard not a lot of bad, but a couple things. Ooh, make sure there's some hidden stuff in here. But for the price, I couldn't say no. I think it was a total of $330 is what I think I said. $336, and that was with shipping and insurance. This is the evil unit. I paid for it. And what this is a pre-order. So the moment that it came up available on pre-order, I was a little late. I was about 15 minutes late into it. And with that 15 minutes, I ended up being the third shipment, I believe. Second or third. The first was already here. Second was on its way. Yeah, this is the third shipment. And I think they'll be available on the market in June. So yeah, this is a pre-order. I like the top. I'm just so happy. The box looked rough, but it did its purpose. It saved the machine, and they really packed it well. Oh, look at that. That fits perfect. There we go. Let's go ahead and go around to the front. Actually, unboxing is extremely simple. Let's go ahead and get this tape off. It's gonna drive me nuts. Now, hopefully, I don't pull a Jesse, because that's class. For what I paid for it, I'd expect to see plastic. It's a good looking machine. Frame is aluminum. Top cap is plastic. Wow, that feels solid. The bottom is aluminum. Now on the Flash Forge, the M5 has a plastic bottom, so I could see why it's a lot lighter versus. Wow, that's all aluminum. Oh, this is the satisfying part. Yep. Oh, found a magnet. Uh-oh, magnet. Well, magnet came loose. Might have to just glue it back in there. Okay, so we have one little issue. The magnet came loose. But all in all, so far, I am highly impressed with this. And the bed is a textured PEI plate. Oh, and it's got a safe note. And I'm pretty sure yet I got to go in and remove some screws here in a second. I want to see if they supply the tools. Let's see if they supply. Oh, we have power cord. And we'll just go ahead and get this ready. And there we go. Plugs in nice. Spool holder. Screen. Oop. I left you up there, didn't I? Sorry about that, JR. Oh. Yeah, well, you already know that my back wall is all Gridfinity, and I love this stuff. Or is it multi? It might be multi-grid. It's one of those. It's similar to that. Oh, and in this bag we have, I don't like glue stick. If they ask for glue stick on the bed, I'll use the hairspray. I've just been using that for a decade now. I mean, I've played with them all, and I've tried the slurries and all that, but yeah. We're going to pull the tools out because we're going to need those. Hopefully, we never have to use this. That's one of those acupuncture tools. Maybe I ought to start collecting them. See if the wife wants to practice on me. Awesome. You know, those Ender 3s will never go out of style. I don't think they will. They're little tanks, man. My daughter loves hers. I asked her if she wanted to put one of these printers up there, and she says she knows where they're at. If she wants to use one, she's always welcome to come down and use it. But while she's in her room, she just seems to really like the Ender. There we go. So we're down to the screen. It's a hair. A little glue. No frill. I mean, it's a nice screen. We'll see what it looks like. Let's see. Oh, and I left you up again. Sorry, Jack. I'm not going to use this because what I'm going to do is I have a Sunlu, and it's in between. It's right on the other side of the Max here. And what I do, okay, for dryers, I have two of them. I bought that. Is it Infinity dryer? and then the Sunloo. Avoid the. Let me double check just before I say what I'm going to say. Um, oh, it's a fixed dry. Avoid the fixed dry. Whoop. I mean, it dries. It works great for that. And I know a lot of guys got them for free in the show. And now I paid for mine. I'm going to give you my honest opinion. Works great for drying filament. But if you're going to use it to dry and also to feed a printer, it's a pain in the ass to load filament through. When you see how it's designed, you got to try to lift it and feed the filament, get it through. It's a pain in the butt. But the Sunloo, I'm really impressed with it. It holds 4 rolls. I love the digital readout on it, and it's so easy to load and then to pull out and feed your printers. And the way I have it sitting, I can go 2 out one side and 2 out the other, and going out the other will line up perfect with the runout sensor. Okay, let's see what I'm missing here. No user manual, quick assembly guide. Of course there is. I'm a guy. Here. And the thing is they had this on the top. I opened it from the bottom. There is the user manual. I kind of brushed up. I'm not going to lie. I went to YouTube University and tried to catch up as much as I could. But yeah, I probably should kind of gander at it. But I'm a guy. And you know what the cool thing is? It uses the same slicer. Well, pretty much it's an Orca slicer. So I can use the Orca slicer on this and the same slicer that I'm using on the Neptune 4 Max. Oh, you got a Thunder Nova 51100. Oh, that's a cool machine. That's a really that's more industrial too. Yeah, see, that's what I did. I went with the red and black. Well, mine's orangish and black. Mine's the OMTech. I think it's probably the same. I got the big bed. I got the 40-inch, so I could do my triples on it. You pretty much bought a new machine. Okay, inquiry minds want to know what'd you steal it for? Jerry, sir, how we doing? Oh, Mr. Gatton's in the house. Dude, good evening, sir. Good evening. Oh, yeah, you were talking about going there. Hopefully it was, I hope you had a good time. I hope you got some pictures. I've been to a couple things in Vegas. Mine was more for gaming, but I had a blast. Let's see. I'm going to move the camera down just a tad. There we go. And we're going to add this screen to the front. And we're going to see how wrong I was for not looking at the user's manual. Okay, is there plastic on this, or is it just me? There's no plastic. So they put, okay, if I'm correct, and I don't see any plastic overlaying this, and it doesn't feel like it. Yeah, they put this sticker right under the plastic. Okay, I'm not happy about this one. It came off. Let me get a little rubbing alcohol. I know. There's a conversation we had a little while ago about plastics and alcohol. When I was doing my acrylic signs, alcohol is not, especially cast acrylic, you really don't want to use it. And if you do, see, I did. When I first would carve my sign and it'd have the residue, the alcohol would take the residue off really quick. But the only downfall is you don't want to keep doing that, because if you do, it'll dry out the acrylic. The acrylic actually has oils. It's made from oil. So yeah, you don't want to use alcohol and plastic too much if you don't have to. I kind of had no choice because it worked. It actually worked extremely well, and they took the residue off with no hassles. And then you could use a plastic polish number 2. Okay. It almost looks like there is a plastic covering, but I just don't see where to take it off at. I might be wrong. Yeah. They're not happy with. Let's take a sneak peek at this. I'm going to grab an X-Acto, hopefully. Oh, where's my son? Nope. Okay. I think my son's got my X-Acto. That little fart. I'll just use this handy dandy train knife. Because I see a bubble. Yep, it's got a plastic con. Hey. Oh, you know what? I was totally wrong. They didn't have a tab to remove the plastic. Look at that. I feel so much better. And also like an idiot. There we go. Much better. Let's go ahead and put this on. They don't make it easy to plug this in. Let's see here. I think I got it right. Yeah, they did not make this easy. Let's see. I'm going to, if I can do it without breaking the door, so worried about pulling an Uncle Jesse. We're going to lay it sideways. I'm going to take this lid off. And that just made life so much easier. Look at that. Yep, that's the way to do it. I mean, theoretically, it's pretty much there. And I have a roll of Elegoo. We're going to be using Gray Rapid PLA Plus. It did come with a little sample, but if you're like me, that sample's going to end up probably going to the daughter's 3D pen. But it's nice having the spool on the side if you're going to use that. Like I said, me personally, I have the Sunlu filament dryer, and that'll go in between the Neptune and this one. So I'll be using that to put my filament in, hopefully keep it dry or drier. And now we want to go in and remove all these. Okay, there's 3 locations. There's 2 up front and 1 in the back. Let's do, there we go. Jacks, okay. Coming through a little quick here. Okay, smart ass. You know, now I'm going to look. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to razz you if they're not. Does it say sticker removal in the... It does not. Ha! Chuck, it does not say sticker removal. Oh, you scored it on Marketplace. We had a really nice one here in town. I didn't have a place to put it. If I did, I would have got it. But the nice thing is one of my friends is looking for a laser. The sucky part is it's bigger and better than the ones I have. But I'm glad he got it versus somebody else. It was the first one was a bolt, just a little small. Yeah. You know, for starters, the K1 is probably, it wasn't a bad deal, my thought, to learn on. But yeah, the K40 had a small working area. Exactly. There we go. There's probably, you know, I wonder if there is one in here. We're going to look just to see if they have a scraper tool. Let me get these 3 screws undone. So far it's been unpackaged, put the screen on, pull the sticker or the I'd call it safety sticker. You can't call it a safety sticker. It's a protectant. And yeah, so far so good. Everything looks good, even though the box was rough. So far, hopefully nothing's wrong with electronics, but it's looking awesome. Now the bed on this is the same size as the K1 and what is it, the any of the bamboos at the moment except for the mini. So this is the same size as my A1 combo. I like the bed. I do like the bed. And it's 2. This is PLA specific plate adhesion. Okay. So this it is PETG ABS. I like that they put on here what each side of the plate is for. PLA printing, which I do a lot of. And then I'm starting to play a lot around with PETG. I just got to remember to flip the plates over. And very positive set in, and yeah. So we have all 3 screws undone. I want to get a couple pieces of paper towel just to wipe the bed down. So the nice thing is Godzilla is still alive. Spam. There we go. I'm going to wipe off the bed. Now, one thing I noticed, like on my bamboo, I have never had a print fail the whole time I've had it. I've never, ever had a print fail. Because after every print, I wipe my bed down with isopropyl alcohol and a piece of paper towel. Let's move the camera down again. The one thing, you know what, there is something here I already know I'm not going to be happy with, but still, for the price, I'm not knocking it. I'm used to my K1 Max, and the nice thing is when you clean off your bed, there's, you know, pieces of plastic are going to fall off the edges. It's just going to happen. And with the K1, it's easy for me to go in there and wipe it down and literally just drag it off onto the table, then into the trash can. On this one here, there's about a 1-inch lip off the front. So probably the easiest way would be to vacuum it out versus trying to wipe it out, which it's a give and take. Some people might like it. I like the ease of the K1 Max for cleaning, but that's a whole nother printer altogether. We're talking 300 up. But yeah, let's, you know what? Let's add some power to this girl. Let's see what she has to say. If it's anything like my high school days, I am out of luck. Let's see. Well, and the monkey flips the switch. Tell me what show that was off of. And I don't see anything. No, that's a cool idea. That is a cool idea. Well, okay, now Elegoo, they're most famous for their let's see, why am I not getting power? There we go. They're most famous for their resin printers and their bed slingers. So this is the first Core XY. This might be short. Ah, there it is. And the cool thing about this that I've noticed is it has the poop chute on the back, and it has the cutters. And you can kind of see part of it here. Kind of hard to see on the camera. And the rumors are they're actually coming out with one, and I can see that. Now, as far as now, what I'm looking for, and I do not see it. Nope. Would be an extra plug to plug in an AMS. And I do not see a port anywhere on the back or the sides, unless it's something that you add after the fact. But yeah, on the back it does have a poop chute. So I almost want to say they're going to do it. There is USB on the front. But hey. Let's go to a little side cam here. So let's see, what language? Dutch? No. See, that's the only bummer is my grandparents moved here. Everything was English. They didn't teach us the old language. My mother knows it, but I don't. I wish that would have been cool. Be able to speak Dutch. So, but we're going with American. We are an American. We're here in the United States. They don't have anything for illegals, so I can't pick that. English, confirm. Probably just dropped off a few subscribers. Let's see. Use the hex key to remove the 3 screws. I already did that. Double check. Yep. So all 3 screws are, that's, my zoom's on. There's a screw right back there. That one's out. There's a screw here. And that's it. That's all there is to it. So the coolest thing is I think I should be able to print. Where'd I put it? Okay, this is a logging car. So it's like a skeleton car. Oh yeah, I can I could print that in this. I can print that in there just fine. So let's continue on. Those are all done. We're going to confirm it. Welcome to Elegoo. Ensure the chamber is free from foreign objects. Yes, we already emptied it out. Looks good. And then click confirm. There we go. Device self-check. Oh, I've heard this one might take a little bit. Start. And while that is doing its thing, we're going to check the comments. Kind of hiding low here. Let me move that up a little bit. Ryan is in the house. Is Ryan in the house? Awesome. Hey, Ryan, welcome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will be, because it's in the works, they say, but I don't see. I'm curious on where you'd plug it in, unless there's a hidden thing where they're not going to tell you until they're ready, which makes sense. I didn't look at. I should have looked at the bottom better when I had it on its side. But it's a solid printer. It is. That bottom is also, instead of plastic like the some of the other printers. I know the Flash Forge is plastic. This is an aluminum. It almost looks like. I wonder if it's a cast. But I can guarantee you that's where the weight's at. Let's go ahead and throw some filament in this just to make sure. I do like the Core X White. Now you got to remember the Tronxy was out before, Bamboo really hit the market, and I think Bamboo kind of went off of Tronxy because they had the Core XY plus Clipper, but they were also extremely expensive. Yeah, the core is. I'm not gonna lie, the core is better. I get some beautiful results with Pet G off my Creality. But the Bamboo, the A1, knocks out some really beautiful parts, along with the Neptune. So I can't wait to see what she does. I need to name her. What should I name her? I don't know. What stands out? Well, she's got a poop shit on the back. Got two fans. Oh, I like the head. Oh, what is it? I've got to check this. Okay, it is tuning. It's heating the bed. Nozzle's already heated. Do not, no, whoops, bad me. Do not touch the printer during self-checking. See, I'm as bad as my son. Don't touch what? It's alive. She's moving. One thing I'm not sure about is it's a super tight bend right here. Oh, the bed's raising. I know. Don't touch your printer. Oops. Well, it hasn't talked to me yet. You know, I haven't even heard a beep really. It's in the manual. Oh, UV printers. Oh, um, I want one. I want one. And these guys, um, Steve Venturi, I believe I'm saying that right, or with Venturi. He just had a really nice video out on like a personal UV printer, and it's nice and all. I wish I could get my hands on one. Oh, it's vibrating. I shouldn't touch it. But what I'm looking for, I need something a little bit bigger so I can take box cars and put into it. So I want to be able to take a G-scale box car and print on a whole side. Wow, this thing is about ready to take off. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Oh, they did. I mean, so far in the last 3 days, I've seen 4 of them, 5 of them already on that little nice UV printer. Yeah. They look at it as advertising. And he needs a cow named 2 fans, 2 stomachs, and a poop chute. Bessie. Oh. Here. My wife's going to wonder what I'm doing down here. Bessie. I like that. Bessie's good. Sounds like Tron. It does, yeah. Now that you say that. This is live. It's not Memorex. How we doing, Heath? Good to see you. Bessie, easy girl. So yeah, you guys could hear it then. She thank God it doesn't smell. Moo. Oh, on that UV printer. What was the price? It was under. I think just the printer itself was just under 2,000. I might be wrong, but I think if you got everything, it was like 2,900 or something like that. Crazy. I mean, when you look at UV printers, that's not bad. The ink on it is proprietary, but there's the fans. But if you think about it, I'm gonna shut this. I know I'm not supposed to. If you think about it, the way it's designed, there's certain printers that if you don't use like at least twice a week, the heads dry up. I think some of the Epson clones are really bad about that. So theirs is designed to flush, I guess, so you won't dry out your heads, which is actually pretty smart. Oh, he doesn't sweat over stuff like that. Yeah, it starts at about 2,000. I mean, it's not bad. There's one guy making a mint just doing switch light covers and miscellaneous things with Even with like engines and stuff of that nature. That'd be kind of fun. I'm giving all my ideas away. It might disappear and I might find it back here in the future. Mm. Canadians got something right. Clearly a Canadian, eh? And how you ended up getting the Foster beer, Foster Lager, an Australian beer, but it's manufactured now in Canada. How you guys pulled that off, I don't know. Okay. Oh, we got a little. Oop, don't touch. And right now it's doing its self-leveling. I want to open that back up. So I'll tell you what. When I picked up the M5, the FlashForge M5, it's a great little printer. I'm impressed with it. Very simple. My son and daughter did an unboxing. They unboxed it, set it all up, and got it running without no intervention from me, which is really impressive. Um, and I think this is the same. I think my kids could have had this up and going real quick too. That one is lighter. The base that they use is plastic. It's only $279 for that one. I can't remember the size of the bed. I want to say it might be the same as this. I'll have to go look actually. But so far so good. Oh yeah, there is a user's manual. Let's see if there's anything I missed. Okay, they call it the excess chute. Oh, it has a built-in air filter. Really, this is impressive. Yeah, it is an actual. I wonder if it's got to be carbon. Okay, so far, I'm not gonna lie. Bamboo. um, yeah, they've got some really stiff competition here. No, like I said, it doesn't have the AI, but to me, I'm not stressed on that. It does have a camera. Apparently, the lighting sucks though, so we might have to fix that. Again, it's only $299. I don't know what steppers are using. Aluminum. Looks like aluminum wheels. It's a 2M6 belt. Yeah, the one thing is for G scale, I won't be able to put a caboose on here, but I can do all the parts for it, or I could do a caboose in sections. I can't wait to see how it prints. Welcome. SD70 Mac fan. Now I'm assuming that's like Mac, Microsoft, Mac, or is it Mac truck? Welcome. So what we're doing is February 17th, when was the first day that these were offered. And if you're lucky enough, I can't tell you how many people bought printers that day. I was about 15 minutes behind everybody else. And in that 15 minutes, I ended up going to the third shipment. The first shipment, they went out relatively quickly. So if you're like the first 100 people, you got them extremely fast 2 months ago. The second shipment went out last month. And then this is the third. And then the final shipment is in June. And apparently in June is when it's going to be readily available to the public. Don't say H2D. I'm not going to. I'm not. I don't know what to think about having a laser inside of a 3D printer. If you look at the inside of my machines, I can only imagine what it's doing to the printer itself. Yeah, the K1 Max is 300 by 300 by, is it 350 tall? Yeah, that's the new one. Now, if I'm right, the K2 is that also, that's the comes with like the AMS. I forget what they call it. But yeah, for me, I have the K1 Max. No, I am glad they put the filament holder on the side. Putting them on the back, K1 Max put it on the back. Creality puts them on the back. I think Bamboo Lab put theirs on the back. Why? You got to do a reach around, and I'm not that kind of guy. I just like right on the side, or do what I'm doing and pulling from a filament dryer. But yeah, so far it's taking forever to do its first. Now, when I move it and put it up in its new home, I'll redo this again. I should have seen how many spots it's actually checking. But the buildings, I can't wait to try on buildings. I want to see how I can do. I want to do a couple HO manufacturing facilities because I'm doing a switching puzzle on my layout. And within the switching puzzle is going to be, it's 14 inches deep and it's 6 foot wide. So I should be able to come up with some really cool stuff on there. I haven't looked at the price of the K2. This is the last printer I bought, and I haven't looked. I'm probably, it's a good thing. But with everything going on, I haven't looked at the price of printers since the Ryan show when we talked about pricing. Because pricing on some things have gone up. This one here, you can still get it at the same price, $299. And I think that's due to the fact that they have a facility in California, if I'm correct. Okay, it has melted material like the H2D. Ah, Mr. Pritchard. Good to see you, sir. Now, guys, tomorrow night, if you guys like CNC, anything laser, 3D printing, router, and I have a feeling we're going to be talking about UV printers. Every Saturday night, we hang out R. Ballard Designs, and we're always making it up as we go. So I do believe I have a link down below. Is it done yet? And self-checking completed. Confirm. That's it. It's ready. Do they have anything on the folder? They do. Let's try. I don't even. Oh, that's the poop bucket. I want to do something quick. That's the Eiffel Tower. That's a. You know what? I wish I had a test cube, but this is cover holder. Oh, that's actually a slick idea. Let's print a benchy. Okay. Oh, right off the bat, we can do textured. Let's see, textured build plate side A, and that's what we're at because we're running PLA. So right on the screen, you can choose between the two right off the bat. Time-lapse photography. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's see. The rest of this is pretty much interesting because this looks exactly the same as, I think, my Creality, which is interesting. Let's go ahead and hit print and see what happens. Does it show me a time? Would you believe it says 15 minutes? This I gotta see. Benchy. It's the most common one. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys not too long ago there was a big hoo-ha about the Benchy because of the licensing. And it wasn't Prusa. I think it's Prusa, right? That did the Benchy. No, whoever did the Benchy did not intend for for it to have any licensing as to have it locked down. But it is what it is. So we went through that little hoo-ha, but it's all been reversed. It's all been changed. You can modify the heck out of that Benchy, and they're not going to say anything, which is pretty cool. I don't know why they did what they did, but it is what it is. Wow, this is tight. Holy crap. Okay, it's moving right along. Yeah, just saying, really like this creative community. Share ideas, yes. And another good thing, I am not sponsored. I paid for this. So you're going to get the true what I think about it. Did I waste my money or not? So far, I'm happy. Actually, I'm kind of impressed. Um, but we'll get into it after I see the first print. But yeah, I love the community. Um, Not just the CNC realm, but when the trains, and there's a lot of guys coming up with some really cool stuff for 3D printing and the train community buildings. For the hobbyist, I think this might be one of the coolest machines. It's totally closed, so you can do your ABS filaments just fine. Um, PETG is going to be, I was going to say a challenge, but the new PETGs and stuff, they're just printing beautifully. And a direct drive, so I can't wait to try like a TPU. But I think the only printer now in this house that's a Bowden is my daughter's printer, the Ender 3. Other than that, the rest of them are all direct drives. I just can't touch. You know what? Um, Tomorrow night, Saturday night, I do believe I have a link down below. Arbella Designs, making it up as we go. We're having a live, and I can kind of answer this, but I'm pretty sure with the show that we're doing tomorrow night that Ryan does, we should be able to answer this extremely easily. Well, Ryan's already. But you know what? Come hang out with us tomorrow night, because good group of guys, and not just myself, but there's Paul and Ryan, and between the four of us, I'm pretty sure we can come up with a good answer. But as far as Dave would be a good person to ask too. That's Gatton CNC, Dave Gatton. But theoretically, CNC milling is no different than, well, it's you're dealing with metals and stuff. But the basics are the same. This thing is just screaming. Or no, let me rephrase that. It's flying. And it's stuck to the bed. I'm happy there. We didn't use any hairspray or glue. We just wiped it down with isopropyl alcohol. Holy smokes, this thing's fast. No, it can be fast. It all depends. The proof will be in the pudding. No, Clyde is Clyde on here tonight? Yeah, usually I'll see Clyde. He might be late tonight. Okay, the filament. You know what? I wonder. For some reason, it looks like, yeah, that stuff. I just happened to set the phone down in the perfect spot. Tonight on this machine, what I'm using PLA Plus. Um, on the other machines, so far I've been running a lot of PET G, but PLA is so forgiving. It's easy to just go ahead and set it up and run it. Next will be running PET G. Oh, there you go. 6040. I've seen them. I haven't played with the Mesa controllers yet. Matter of fact, we were talking about them. Was it a couple weeks ago? I believe Dave was. I know for sure. Um, oh, there's so many cool things you can do. But we haven't seen Clyde yet. This thing's okay. When it's at 15 minutes, I think it's gonna be right on. And from what I can kind of see, it is just looking phenomenal. Holy crap! I think they're going to be giving Bamboo a run for their money. I honestly do. Use your interface screen, sure. Let me switch over to my phone. Uh, Sorry about the vibrations, but that thing is just screaming. You can see it in the phone. See if I can hold the table down. Oh, sitting on the table helps a little. Well, it is color. It's a decent size, actually. It's bigger than a Bamboo. Same size, say same size as the Creality. and a little bit smaller than the Neptune. So let's see. I'm going to unplug the Neptune. Watch it freak out though. So actually, the Neptune's a little bit bigger. I'm surprised they didn't use this screen on here. They could have. And that's Neptune 4 Max is what that screen's from. Yeah. Sorry about the vibrations. There we go. 7 minutes left. I don't see any lines. I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to put it in my hand and literally see. I'm going to change mounts here. Hope I don't get anybody seasick. There we go. But I am definitely going to do, because one of the things I'm doing on my garden railway is a logging thing. And I have a beautiful engine. I have a 3-truck Shay and 2 Climaxes I'm going to run. And the logging cars, are all 3D printed. Here's a couple pieces here. Matter of fact, I have a really nice truck set that Andrew resin printed. I can't wait to put those on a logging cart, bearings and all. But here's half. So there's the other half. It'll be a nice size logging car. And what I'll do for the coupler, I'm going to use Lincoln pin to give it that old school feel. Now you get it like up here and oh. Yeah, they're small. For what you pay, I figured you'd get, because isn't it just a standard no frill screen? Like the old school? See, I honestly, I can't say this is going to be better than it. Well, I can compare it to my A1 and that's it. But as far as like the P1 or the X1, I can't honestly say just because I haven't played with one. But I will be honest and say this will give it'll give it a run for its money. Sorry to hear that, man. Oh, on the bamboo screen, or this one is really nice. Wow, that print's looking good. That print is looking just phenomenal. I don't see any stringing. The bow is where you usually have a lot of issues. And I don't see a single issue on the bow. Well, that's a good point, because it's going to be the same with this one if you think about it. Because all my stuff, I'll set up my Orca slicer, and I'll put this in with the Orca slicer. That way, I can do all my printers will be working with one slicer. So yeah, I don't use the screens a lot myself, but when you're like this, it's great. Um, when I calibrate it again, it'll be nice to have. I do like the feature where you can change the bed on the screen. if you're using side A or side B. But yeah, that is a good point. That is a really good point. Handy app. You could use that too. Yep. Jar is app only. The A1 screen, yeah, I do. It's a nice little screen. It is smaller than this one, but it's still pretty good. Now, see, the nice thing though is, Ryan, you also have the P1S, so you can compare the two screens. I mean, honestly, compare the two screens. Me personally, I have not put my hands or eyes on a P1S. Just what's on the tubes, and that's all. It looks like a radio faceplate from a 1990 car radio. Yours looks well. Oh, the screen. I thought you were talking about something else. Well, thank you, though. A P1S screen is a downer, and again, I can't personally say, but you guys can. Um, Not much of a modder, at least for 3D printers anymore. I mean, I'm not gonna. I had fun modding. I had fun modding my printers, but that's back in the day when you think about it, because everything was new and you're learning, and not a lot of this stuff was incorporated into printers. My Ordbot, I have a Ordbot Hadron, or a Hadron Ordbot, and that was my first printer from. It's got to be over. It's got to be 14 years, and that, yeah, you would have to, 3D print some upgrades to make it really print halfway decent. And it's still nothing compared to today's printers. These blow that way out of the water. Well, that's a Ryan question. The A1 is much easier to run a print on that. Okay, on that display. Makes sense. It does. It really does. Um, and it's quiet. It's done. Oh my gosh. That's a Benchy. And we did it in a very short amount of time. I thought it was going to be Jack, but nobody has been talking about it since. Interesting. Let's see what this looks like. I'm going to switch cameras again. Where are you? There you are. Look at that print. Autofocus isn't the best on this one. Okay. It's still a hotbed. So, that's pretty good. I'm really impressed with that. Oops, let me zoom back out here. The first layer is extremely impressive. And I see there's no layer line shifts or anything. I see a little discoloration in between, but that could be filament. I don't see any string. Well, there's a little string right there. Okay, spoke too soon. But I mean, that's nothing. Holy crap. Let's see, you can see the back. See if you can read it. You can kind of make it out. But you look at the oval, the window, and it only has a little bit of a flat spot for the overhang. But other than that, I mean, that's way better than a lot of printers I've seen out there. I mean, there's no stringing. Oh, look at the bridging. The bridging on this is just phenomenal. Okay, I'm going to compare it to my A1. It is right there. It is right there with the A1. So my honest opinion, will this printer give Bamboo a run for their money? If you're not looking for an AMS and you just want to compare the printer to printer, like a P1, or I guess its competitor is supposed to be the X1. Why spend that other $700? Why spend? I mean, unless you're like an Apple person, you've got to go for the name. More power to you. But yeah, no. From what I see, I can't wait to start doing buildings for my layout. Because from what I see right here, it is going to knock it out of the park. And I would say because this is already on the printer, so I didn't set it up. But looking at the layer lines, I'm going to bet you it was done at a 0.2 layer line. So you can kind of hear it. But it knocked it out of the park. On some printers, you'd have, a good side on one side and maybe, okay on the other. This is perfect side to side, front and back. Yeah. I'm trying to find something to knock on it. And I can't. I really, I can't find nothing bad to say about it so far. Am I happy with the purchase? Am I happy with the weight? Because I mean, this is the first time I've ever pre-ordered something, and the price was right. Like I said, it was $330, $336 shipped to me. That's $299. Some people were assuming it was going to be in the $500 range, just by looking at the pictures. But when they announced it, I couldn't believe it. Sides are metal; they're not plastic. The door, it's actually glass. The lid is actually glass. If I needed a printer and this printer was $400, I'd still buy it. I would definitely still buy it. It's a good looking printer. It's heavy. 15 minutes. 15 minutes on the Benchy. Really, really, Chuck? Yes, it does. Right there, right on the ass end. It's got its own little hole. Oh, wait a minute. It could be a female because there's one up here, one down there. Oh, there's a meme out there, one of the digital video memes. The guy with the watermelon. If you've seen that, that's bad. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, there she is. You have not updated your. Oh, that was the other thing. I'm supposed to update this. So I haven't hooked it up to the network yet. Actually, let's do that. Let's see how hard it is to hook up to the network. That means I'm probably going to have to. Well, I'll do the network again. Let's cancel that. And let's see. Home. That's looks good. We have our light. Where's our light? Let's see how bright that. Oops. Let's see how bright that light is. That's kind of cool. Is that actually a camera for? No. But it shows when the light is on. Oh, I thought I had you switched over here. My bad. There we go. Sorry about that. So we have. I love the screen. I really do. As you can see, let's see. Oop. And okay, we can tell it. Oh, how do I go back? That was the question. Oh, okay. What's a touch? I love the touch screen. Filament detector, so I can turn it on and off from here. Whoops. Power loss recovery. I can restore factory settings, check for updates. I can't do that yet. Oh, network. And we'll connect it here. And whoop. Let's see if this works here. And confirm. Oops. Are we connected? Oh, it's asking for the code again. Sorry about this, guys. Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3. Confirm. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I haven't. Apparently, they do. I know you lose quality of the print when you print fast, but if you're just doing simple things, wow, that is out of focus. Come on, focus. Is that focused? No, it still sucks. I don't know why this camera doesn't focus that well. But I know the faster you go, the you lose the quality of the print a little bit. But I mean, these things are screaming. I mean, you saw 15 minutes for benching, and it looks great. So I can't wait to try it just for fun. This is cool. Right off the get-go, it shows the network and your IP address, which when you hook into Orca, you might need that, and it's real easy to pull up. So I like that. Info. Come on. No info. So we're done there. Wow, it's acting like it froze on me. Ah. It did. It completely froze up. How interesting is that? I'm going to go ahead and reboot it. Oh, I have a pup upstairs wanting to come down. It holds its power for a while. There it goes. Okay, so right there we did have an issue with the screen freezing. Skynet's taken over. You know what? You look at some of the crazy stuff going on. When was that? When did that come out, in the 80s? That movie? And here we have all like, oops, Elon Musk and all those guys coming out with these really cool robots. And they use the same terms as, yeah. So you don't run the Panda gear jack. So you're not sure update did anything. I gotcha. That was the answer too. Oh. Did the Borg infiltrate our 3D printing community? Oops, where'd my mouse go? Oh. Okay, let's see what happened here. Oh, it's new version detected. Let's go ahead and update it. I didn't have to go searching for it. I wonder if that's why it did that. Because the one thing it did say right off the bat is update it. I gotta try a different camera for that front view. That is not doing it justice at all. There we go. So on that note, we've been hanging out for hour and a half. Not too bad. From what I've seen so far, and especially looking at the Benchy, comparing it to my other printers, I think Elegoo knocked this one out of the park. I think they did a wonderful job. Elegoo focuses on resin printers, and they've had bed slingers for quite a while. This is their first enclosed and their first core XY. And I think so far, my first impression is they knocked it out of the park. Bamboo. Yeah, you got a competitor here that's extremely affordable for a lot of the other people out there that can't afford to spend $1,000 on a printer. I am very pleased. I am very pleased with this one. I can compare it to the FlashForge M5, which is also another affordable printer. That printer, I don't have nothing bad to say against that. That one was like $279. It doesn't have the sides. It doesn't have the, see, this is the other thing. It doesn't have the sides, doesn't have the front door, and it doesn't have the top. If you want that, you can get a kit. It's like for $40, and they'll send you certain pieces, but the rest of it is literally you 3D print it yourself on your printer. And that, and that was $279. They do have the Pro, and I think that's like $399. So it's another $100 more than this one. So my first opinion, when it comes out, if you want to hold off and you're looking for another printer, it's the same build size as the Carbon, the X1, the P1, and the A1. Bonus, it's affordable. Again, like I said, I paid $336 for this delivered, $330 something delivered. I had to wait. I ordered it the 17th, February 17th. When it does come out, you won't have to wait as long, but I am glad. I am so glad I did this. Ryan, dude, you should have ordered one. You should have ordered one. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. So Yeah, you can pre-order. I don't know the leeway on the pre-orders. I didn't get a chance to look at that. But if you're thinking about another printer, I'd definitely say check this one out. Definitely check this one out. Um, I think the added weight helps out on printing. It's no different than a CNC router. You know, if you get a really light one, they vibrate and bounce around a little bit. To where this adds the weight, it's a lot heavier than the Flash Forge. I know that. I don't know about the X1 or the P1. It's right in there with the weight of my K1 Max. But yeah, so far nothing bad. Oh, that's another one, guys. If you're thinking about doing a CNC router, now buying one like an alt mill, or like I have a Laguna, and there's a story behind that. I was actually going to build my own, but I got my Laguna at a heck of a price, so I almost ended up with a Gap. And if that didn't show up, I would have one, just because. Ryan has got the for my friends that don't know, Ryan he's finishing up, matter of fact, this weekend, the Ranger CNC, and it's a kit CNC. So pretty much you build it, you get the parts from Ryan, you cut a lot of your own parts, and it will save you a lot of money. But the other thing out of it is you gain a lot of knowledge. Um, when you just buy a pre-built CNC router, if something goes wrong and it's your first router, it's not easy all the time to figure out what's going on. To where when you actually build a router from scratch, like one of Ryan's kits, you're learning the whole way through. And the coolest thing is now you're understanding what each piece does, and how it functions. So that's another good reason to watch tomorrow night's show. Um, yeah. So right now, pre-order, it's only $2.99. It hasn't gone up. It hasn't done anything weird. Um, Shipping on it was $30. Well, yeah, and then I got the insurance too. Um, the buy with confidence and insurance, whatever. And yeah, it showed up. It's dude, it's it's worth every penny. I think they did a wonderful job. So yeah, pre-order right now is $2.99. I don't know how far out they're saying it's going to be, but yeah, $2.99. Glass top, glass front, 15-minute benchy, a good-looking 15-minute benchy. I mean, it knocked it out of the park. Yeah. I can't wait to see what else comes off this printer. But so far, so good. And that's the regular price. So it wasn't like some special where, yeah, you give us so much now, and hope to get this printer done. No, it's just $2.99. I think that's where it is on the site right now. So no games with these guys. Okay, I need another printer. I need another printer. I need another print. Okay, there you go. You need another printer. If anything, you won't be disappointed. I think you were thinking about getting another Bamboo. You ought to take a peek at this one. Honest opinion, I love it so far. I think Elegoo knocked it out of the park. And again, this is their debut of their first enclosed. I mean, they've been doing bed slingers, the Cartesian printers and the resin printers. I mean, that's been their forte. Resin printers been their real forte for many years. So this is their first Core XY and their first enclosed printer, and I think they knocked it out of the park. I really, really do. And affordability, this Ender's gone. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ender's a great printer. They've been a wonderful printer. I mean, you look there, you can still go get the original Ender 3. They still manufacture that girl. It's just been a reliable little workhorse. But for looking at their newer printers compared to I'm going to say the Elegoo. I'm definitely going to say the Elegoo. Awesome. It's good to see that you run your machines. Now, one thing about Dave, when Dave is running a print, okay, and if it's going to be a working print, say if this is the clamp, that clamp is going to be solid. And you know what? There's a time and place, and when it comes to tooling, I agree with Dave. I might not put it at 100% infill. I might do like 80% with 5 walls. But when you do it that way, that print is going to be solid, and it shouldn't fail. Mine are quiet. Mine just finished up. Like I said, I'm working on log cars for the Garden Railway. So hopefully, I'm going to try to knock out about at least 10 cars. I figured that'd look good behind a train. So any questions? Me personally, I'm glad I got it. I am so glad I got this printer. I've got a spot. It's been empty for a while. You'll see where it's going to be sitting tomorrow night. When you tune into our Beller Designs, making it up as we go, I should have that right behind me, and hopefully it should be running. I'm going to see how loud it is first. It wasn't too bad. You guys heard it. And I'm right here. I mean, I'm right next to the fan. Train yard, Kansas City. So yeah, this is Kansas City, Missouri West. And it's actually, I'm surprised it's slow right now, but it's usually really active. A lot of Union Pacific on this line. I've seen a BNSF, a Beaner, go through, and a Burlington Northern. I don't know if it was a fluke or what, but it was interesting to see. But it's a really cool active train yard. Their cameras for the bridge that I like to show, they've been kind of lacking and buffering a lot, so I don't know if they're having issues or not. So I figured this is my next best window to the world. Well, we've been on here for, almost 2 hours. So I would say from start to finish, what was it, maybe an hour, let's say 45 minutes from unboxing to print. I mean, it took us a little longer because we're doing the live. But yeah, I love that view. It's like having my window down in my dungeon. Talk about dungeon, I should lower the lights a little bit and then throw on a fiery background. That'd be fun. I wonder if I can do it. Let's see where's my phone? Hey, Google, dim the dungeon lights to 50%. Did that do anything? A little. Actually, it made it look better on the screen. Well, on that note, guys, hey, thank you so much for showing up. It was a cool evening. I'm excited. I at the moment, I have nothing bad to say about this machine. From all the machines that I've had and everything I've done, I'm actually really impressed for how much you're spending on it to what the machine really is. Elegoo knocked it out of the park. I mean, I really do. I think they knocked it out of the park. When you look at the extrusion on the sides or the corners, it's solid. I mean, this here is a little but it's just a side panel. But when you get into the core of it, it's a solid printer. The bottom, it almost feels like it's a cast because it's a lot of weight. It's a heavy for what it is. It's a heavy printer. But I get it. Again, it's like a CNC router. You want that weight. But yeah, definitely. If you're thinking about a printer, check one of these out. I don't think you'd be disappointed at all. And if you are and you're going to throw it out the window, give me a holler because I'll be waiting on the other side of that window. Oh, JR. Get a bunch of AM1s and line them up. Sam Craft. When he's ready to turn his over, I bet you he'll have a few available. But yeah, on that note, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, everybody, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Tomorrow night, come check us out at R Ballard Designs, making it up as we go. Ryan is the host of the show. Most of you guys know that. To my friends that don't, check it on out. We have a good time. We talk about lasers, printers, and everything else. I'm trying to think of anything else. Stay on track. Be kind. You know, the big key word, be kind, because it'll come back to you. Don't be an asshole, because that does not pay off in the long run. Be kind. Stay on track. Have a good evening, guys.